welcome to Roll Initiative Podcast, episode 7. Today I'm here with Cooper, and we're going to introduce him, and then we're going to talk about some stuff. So why don't you introduce yourself, Cooper?
Hello, my name is Cooper, and I'm pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really great. So what games do you normally play?
I play a lot of Xbox games. So I really like the Call of Duty series. I'm starting off with the Battlefield series and Assassin's Creed and all those other type of games.
Okay. Which one? Well, are you more of a Infinite Warfare guy or a Battlefield 1 guy from those two trailers?
I would have to say I would get both. But if I had to choose one, I'd definitely get Battlefield 1.
Yeah. Is it confirmed that it's based on World War One?
It's not confirmed, but you can tell
But it's not like modern.
by the planes, basically.
Okay.
Like the planes that are flying were definitely not in World War II.
Okay. And then Infinite Warfare is based in the far future.
Yeah. And then you could see in the trailer like one tiny little bit that had jetpacks. And so if they do implement it, they can say that it was in the trailer, so because no one liked exo jumps and everything like that, so that's why. And then I feel like Battlefield is doing so much better by they probably are listening to Black Ops' fans and making games based off of their fans.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of Call of Duty's games are rinse and repeat on basically everything besides new maps and maybe like new characters and a new story that no one plays.
Yeah.
Because they just have so much money. Like even I think it was April or maybe even March. I was looking at the sales numbers for Xbox games in that month, and even after their releases, the number 2 slot was Advanced Warfare, and the number 1 slot was Black Ops 3. So even like basically like 1.5 years of being out, Advanced Warfare is still doing much better than a ton of other games, which is crazy to think.
It's like the games are still fun. It's just compared to other games, they're not as fun.
Yeah, I mean, I got Black Ops 3 for I think $40 in December.
Yeah.
Because I got it off of some kid who had like destroyed the case, but whatever, Amazon. But I enjoyed my time, but I didn't like how repetitive it was, and even like I felt like everyone always plays team deathmatch. Like any of like the popular videos, it's team deathmatch.
It's really annoying.
Like, and then that's the one you go into when you're going with your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily the problem, but the problem I had that means that everyone is in team deathmatch and no one's basically in the other ones.
Yeah.
So any of like the uncommon ones that people don't usually talk about, you have to wait like 2 minutes to get into a game, and that's not necessarily worth it.
Yeah, and you can probably even be waiting longer, which is so annoying.
Yeah. So I think it was that aspect, which is why over the summer I think I'm gonna get Overwatch. Because I mean, I like how the way they're not. Well, I was also listening to a podcast earlier today, and they're talking about how they like the concept of. Well, Blizzard was talking about their game a few months ago, and they're talking about how instead of like this is like the greatest game that like Call of Duty goes, like they say like this is like the big game.
Yeah.
Every year, so it's like not really. Where the developers of Overwatch were like, here's the lore, here are the characters, none of the gameplay is canon. Which is nice, because then, and it's also Blizzard, so you know that they're gonna not constantly, but they're gonna, a lot of the time, they're gonna keep going and making new content for the game after it releases. So even like a year after it's released, there's gonna be like maybe new characters and new maps, definitely, and maybe even more lore. To keep the players involved in the fan base, and the game is also really fun and polished for even an open beta.
It looks so nice, and it's an open beta.
And the first match I put in the open beta last weekend, I got in literally 5 seconds.
Yeah, I know. It's
And I think
So
some of the games varied whether, but I think that's just 'cause they're testing the servers. But even then, like I don't have the greatest Wi-Fi, and that was like crazy to me.
Yeah, so I was planning on getting like pre-ordering it, the Origins editions,
I
just
think it
for
comes out right before the end of our final week.
yeah, it's the 24th, I think.
Well, I
April
thought
24th.
wait, it comes out that early. April
Yeah.
24th already happened.
Oh, sorry, May 24th.
Okay. I
Yeah.
might pre-order it though, but I feel like if I pre-order it, then I'm gonna be tempted to play it when I probably shouldn't, instead of sitting
Yeah,
for tests.
I
But
know.
if I don't, there's probably gonna be some pre-order bonus that I'm gonna miss, because it's like if you
Yeah,
don't pre-order
yeah,
it and
the
then you get it
Origins
like 2 weeks
editions.
after it happens, it's kind of not worth it at that point. Because it's like I could have just bought it for the same amount of money and get more content. That would have been cool in
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, so
Plus, it is a
like
cool case.
what pre-ordering does is it literally gives you nothing bonus but cosmetics. It gives you
But that's worth it
skin.
though for like
Yeah.
collectors.
And it's the same price as pre-ordering Call of Duty where you'd get nothing, probably. Like
Yeah.
buying it after.
And besides, people, I mean, even for Infinite Warfare, now that they have the Modern Warfare remake, it's
Yeah.
like, basically to
It's
pre-order it, you're gonna
$100.
want like I think it's 80 for the least amount to get the. I think it's a Legendary Edition that you need to get. Forget like the regular edition, you'll just get the game, but you need to pay like $20 extra to actually get the full game experience that they've been working on.
Even though Modern Warfare, there's not even any multiplayer in it, it's just the campaign.
Really?
Yeah, there's no multiplayer for the Modern Warfare. Yeah.
People said the campaign was really good though.
That's why they're remaking it. And people say it was one of the best Call of Duty.
Yeah, it was on IGN's top 25 list for Xbox 360 games.
Yeah.
Do you think, because this is what I'd be interested in, if they decide to, because right now all they're saying is that instead of having the Modern Warfare remake on its own, you're gonna have to buy Infinite Warfare to increase their sales, of course. But do you think at some point they're just gonna release it as a standalone? Because I would be interested in that, and not necessarily paying $80 for a call.
Yeah, I don't think they would, because that's probably the only reason why people would buy it.
Yeah.
Just so they can get more money.
Yeah, that's too bad. Because I think I would be interested in playing a good Call of Duty campaign. But I mean, I'm not interested in the same stuff over and over again in the multiplayer, because I've already experienced that with Black Ops 3. I wouldn't need to see that with all the other versions.
Yeah.
So do you want to move on to my other topic?
Sure.
Okay. Well, Pokemon has released a ton of stuff with their new 2 games that are coming out November 18th. Which is exciting because that's around the time that Fallout 4 came out last year. That's going to be the 1-year anniversary, and that was my big game for the fall. So this Pokemon Sun, I think I'm going to get. And they released the starter Pokemon, and I can't think of their names right now, but I'm going to search it up. And the name, I don't know if they released the names of the legendary Pokemon, but they released a ton of other stuff. So let me search it up. Have you ever played any of the Pokemon games?
So I played Pokemon Ruby
on the
and so we had the Advance, and then I got an emulator again and played it all over again.
What Pokemon did you choose for that one?
So I really like name the chick.
I can't think of the name. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
That's the one that I chose. Up until now, I've always chose the fire Pokemon, but for this one, I'm totally choosing a Rowlet.
So I don't know the starting Pokemon very well.
Have you seen the trailer?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, they released a trailer, and throughout the background, you can see it's based on kind of Hawaii. Which is really cool, which is what people thought it would look like through like the trailers and whatever. Then after that, they released the starter Pokemon, and I also just read here that they canceled. Disney has stopped their branch of gameplay for like Disney Infinity.
Oh,
So those games aren't being made anymore.
yeah. I played. It wasn't that good. It was
I mean,
fun,
it
but it
was
doesn't take that
fine, but I got it because it was like it was like cool. I liked the Guardians
long.
of the Galaxy, and those were in it, so I got them.
Mm. Yeah, I like Guardians of the Galaxy a lot.
Let me see. So I got it right here. I don't have what they do or whatever, but I can show them. I can show them, and I can put like a picture or whatever on the screen when I edit it. So the first one is the grass type named Rowlet.
Alright.
Rowlet. And it's a bird flying Pokemon just from watching the trailer. It's like, I think it's just like the normal one, like it shoots like grassy type stuff. The only
Alright.
one I remember of how they're supposed to attack was the fire type. And I really like it, and that seems to be people's favorite out of the group. Because it has 2 leaves on its like where the neck would be.
Yeah.
And it looks like a bow tie. So it's cute. And I guess its head can turn around like 180 degrees like it can in real life.
So why do you think you'd get Pokemon Sun over
Well, first I just kind of like the name better. Before I knew any details, and I think the legendary Pokemon looks a lot cooler. Cause
Yeah.
let me look. I have a picture of the ones. So Pokemon Sun looks like a lion that has like the moon particles on its forehead type of thing, and then Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon kind of looks like a bat type of thing, but it's like really long and it looks like crescent moons on the side. And I just like the Sun legendary better. I think it's more appealing to me.
Yeah, I think I kind of like the Moon a lot more because purple is my favorite color, and
Oh, it is.
yeah, so it goes well. And to me it looks really nice. Like they both look really nice as well. But...
Yeah. This fire Pokemon's name is Litten, so Littén, and it's like a black cat that has like red markings, and it kind of has like whiskers that are red, and its tail. And I was reading the description of its attack. It's just a normal fire Pokemon, at least at the starter, at the first stage of it before it evolves. But it was saying how when it attacks, it's from, like, when it shoots out fireballs, it's from it's licking its oily fur, and it, like, the hairballs kind of, like, light on fire, and then they spit them out. But it was something, I was also reading it, and it showed something cool that the Pokemon actually molts its fur around once a month. Like, it just, like lights on fire and then just goes away. Yeah, so I guess that's weird. And then the first one is the water Pokemon's Popilo, which is I think are people's least favorite, and I think it looks cool.
I mean,
cool, but it looks cute.
I don't really know if I like the look of it that much.
I don't know. I feel like
it's like a seal and a dog combined, but like not the good aspects of it.
How it attacks was that it was supposed to fill up water, and it's like its nose.
Yeah.
Like a balloon substance goes out. It's weird. I'm not sure if I like that. But I think that one will have the coolest third, like the second evolution form of it, like at level 36.
So it says that that Popplio can exceed 25 miles per hour in the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I mean isn't that fast, but still, it's funny how that's what they include into the details. So Litten is basically a cat. So I feel like that would help, like a lot. That would appeal. So I feel like it's cats and dogs, and like an owl.
Yeah. So it's interesting. And I also saw before they announced these, there's like some leak of what they would look like, and it was actually they're different Pokemon. They weren't correct, but it was actually an owl, a cat, and a seal that just looked different.
Yeah.
So we had like it wasn't correct. So maybe they had like different versions of it, and this is the ones they chose.
Yeah. And
they also had different ones that kind of looked like the legendaries as well on the cover, but they weren't exactly right. So I guess I bet they probably make a ton of different versions that they just have hanging around in case someone wants to leak something. It's incorrect.
Yeah.
And on the side of this website, I'll link that in the description. It says the Nintendo drops the 2DS price to $80, and it includes Mario Kart 7,
Oh, really?
which is really cheap. I think that's less
Yeah.
expensive than the 3DS. So I was looking at new 3DSs to buy because I couldn't find my actual 3DS, but I found it eventually. But I think that was like $150.
Uh,
Yeah.
but you think that it would be less because 3DS has the 3D capability,
2DS also, I think
while
that.
2DS doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, that would make sense.
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. But that's also a thing. So do you want to move on to
Yeah,
what games we've been playing the past few weeks?
sure.
Do you want to start off, or do you want me to start off?
You can start off.
Okay, well, as usual, I still played a little bit more of Borderlands. I think I'm level 22 now. But I got into like this. I was going through the campaign really fast, which is kind of like a sequence. It seems to go for me in the game, where I start off, and then I do a ton of side missions, and I level up 1 or 2 levels ahead of the campaign, and then I can go through the campaign like wicked fast, and then I get too far
Mm,
up. And even though it's supposed to be the correct level, like I'm facing guys that are like level like 24 or something, and they're just like
yeah.
really difficult. Like instead of like sometimes it's an option to just shoot all of them because you just have enough bullets and you're high enough level so that you do enough damage to them that you can kill them. But then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's like there's just so many of them. Like I'm facing these weird spider things, and I
Yeah.
don't know really what to think of them except they move really fast, and you have to get them to like turn around to use like critical instead of like its face with the skags.
Mm,
But it's working. I'm gonna do some more side quests around New Haven. And that will hopefully help me out a little bit, level up. Because I
yeah.
think there's like VATS things, and then there are these spider things that are both level 24, and I'm level 22. So
Mm. So,
obviously I'm not gonna do very well against them. So I'm gonna level up to probably level 25, because I know there's extra missions at the starting place, which also level up with you.
mm-hmm.
There's a weird old guy across the street from that. There's some things in like this big open area, and then there's also in New Haven. There's some quests that you can get, so I can definitely level up. Maybe not this weekend though,
Yeah.
because I have some stuff going on. I also found that my Pirate 101 account. I don't know if you've ever played that before, but
Oh, I did play that, but I didn't get the number.
she just stopped after the first Sky Zone. Sky.
Yeah.
I forget what they call it, but I took a break from it when I started at high school. But I went online because I was like, I think I'm ready to play this again,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have a membership, so I'm
Oh, really?
probably gonna.
I thought it's
try
1
that
year.
again. Well, you can get different ones. One's when I used to have both Wizard 101 and Pirate 101, it would end up me. I think my Wizard 101 was a yearly thing, which was $60, or you can get like a $11 one for a month.
Mm.
So I think my mother. Well, yeah, because back then I didn't pay for my stuff, but now I do. But
Yeah.
I don't think you realize she's still paying for that because it was like, oh, it's only $10 a month. It's fine. But when you
Mm-hmm.
have to pay $60 at one point, it's kind of like, oh, I don't necessarily want to pay for that, even though they're
Yeah.
making more money off the one month subscription consistently.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you don't play it that often,
Well, I
and yeah,
didn't for
do
like
you
8
stop?
months straight,
Yeah.
but now I'm probably gonna start playing weekly again because I think it went like 2.5 years without releasing any new worlds and
Mm-hmm.
basically no new content besides like pirate with a ton of stuff with pets, which are interesting, but it doesn't keep you hooked on the game necessarily.
Yeah.
But now they're releasing a second part of Valencia over the summer, so I think that's kind of where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
And Valencia was like this world where it's the world where the main antagonists of the game are made, so like robots.
Okay.
But you're only there for like maybe 5 quests, so like you can literally go through it in like an hour and a half and you're done with the world. Where other
Okay.
ones can take you like 50 if you don't
Yeah.
do it well. So that
Mhm.
happened.
I remember Wizard 101, which was a lot of fun, and it took a really long. I never actually beat the game, but it took a super long time to even get where I was.
Do you know what world you were in?
I'd have to say, it was the one with all the cats,
Marleybone?
or the one after that one, yeah.
Mushu.
Mhm.
With the the goats and the cows from like Japan.
I think so, yeah.
Or China. Japan or China. What about you? Have you played any games recently?
So I haven't played many story games, but last weekend was entirely Overwatch, pretty much.
Yeah.
I got super fun. Like, my brother has it on PC, and so he was playing it before I was on because I'm only allowed to go on during the weekend, and so my brother can play whenever he wants because he's out of college and he has his own job and everything. So he's playing it. I'm watching him. I was getting so hyped over it, and then I start playing it, and my friends they're like, wow, I can't believe you're playing this game. I'm like, well, I can play this game, and then you guys can play your Black Ops 3, which is the same thing over and over again. Even though Overwatch is pretty much that, but it's still so much fun.
It's different, but I feel like it's so much more crisper, and the art style is so different.
Yeah, it's because there's 21 playable characters
instead of like 10.
Yeah, and even those 10, most of the time you're not using.
Like, you can just use the same gun, and it does pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
like it's
there's
not,
like
where
one
every class is
little
completely
bit
different in this.
Yeah, each person has their own play style and game where you have to play it differently, or else you won't have fun.
Like, you don't have a choice though. It's like Widowmaker and what's his name? Not gonna think of it. Yeah, one of those. Like, they're just completely different.
Yeah, I know, but they're both snipers.
Yeah. Is that the guy with the bow and arrow?
Yeah.
I only know a few of their names. Is there anything else?
I tried Black Ops 4, so my friend that I'm lesson transferring with got Black Ops 4, and...
Black Ops 4?
I'm sorry, not Black Ops 4. Battlefield 4.
Oh, okay.
And so, I tried it out for like a couple, like maybe 30 minutes, and I didn't even know how to change classes, but now that I'm starting to understand it more and everything, so I'll be starting to play that, and that should be a lot of fun.
Okay.